Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. In top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. In top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Carolina Panthers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here we go. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
11 mighty.
They'll run with Mixon. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Corral, 3rd and 2. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. 20. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Dancing to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Corner blitz that time by J.C. Horn, and he got home and dropped him.
11 mighty.
Third and goal. Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. An extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Corral with it, first down here. Caught on the right side by Jones. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bengals take over, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one? And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Burrow will throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
7-7, our score after 1. Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
An inside give to Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Play action, Corral.
Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Corral now to throw. Uses the stiff arm. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Jones is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
11 empty paint. 11 empty paint.
From the 44, Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The Bengals at 2-6 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Now Burrow. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amari Barno. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
11 Thomas. 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. And this one's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A handoff running left, Mixon. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Corral looking to throw it.
Caught by Jones. Touchdown, Carolina.
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Amari Barno.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields the squib kick right around the 30.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Panther first down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 43 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
There's Trimble, the tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Corral sets up play action.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Fakes a handoff here. Corral.
He finds Ross. Right side. It's complete.
And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion. And now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
In motion left, the tight end.
Corral, another throw coming. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Ronald Jones, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hill. And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
11 mighty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
McPherson now for the extra point.
So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Panthers have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something.
And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
69 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. Off play action. Here's Corral.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
And the attempt at three will have to come from the other end of the field. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air. And that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. They'll run off tackle with Jones. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Throw left side complete. That's Moore. Touchdown Panthers. DJ Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Panthers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
He's brought down at the 31.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard.
11. 11, Thomas.
They'll try and run with Dixon. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
11.
Here's Burrow.
And connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. Rolling to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Here we go. 11 MT, tape. 11 MT.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30.
And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
On 2, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
On 1, ready?
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Burrow will throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And it's looking all the more likely that a fifth straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run. Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3.
Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
That one goes for 30 yards. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above.
And the touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here we go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it.
And he will be taken down, but there is a penalty marker on the field, and it's in the backfield. Well, I'm so confused, Charles. So they accepted that penalty, but that gives the ball back to the offense.
Yeah, I'm checking my ears too, Brandon, because you and I both had to have heard that wrong, right? You get the turnover, but then you decline it and put them right back out on the field.
And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick.
And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces.